this video is to show students how to do serial dilution. We are using a red dye, and the concentration of the dye, the stock dye solution, is written on the bottle. Make sure you're noting that down because you need that information for calculation. The first step is for the serial dilution is to transfer some of the stock solution in a beaker. We are making 5 solutions, so that this is the 6th beaker which has the stock solution. Now, if we'll read the instruction on how to make serial dilution, we will see that beakers 1 through 5 each has around 10 ml of distilled water. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to measure out those around 10 ml distilled water and add that 10 ml to each of these beakers. Now we are using 2 separate measuring cylinders for measuring distilled water and for measuring the dye. So I'm going to add 10 ml. Remember, we should be able to read it, and it doesn't have to be exactly 10 as long as I know how much it is. So this is 10. You should be able to read this. I added that to beaker 1. Make sure that amount of water information goes to the table against beaker 1. Now I'm going to measure another 10 ml. Now you should be able to read the amount of water right now in the graduated cylinder. And that's going to beaker 2. Remember, each beaker has 10 ml DI water or distilled water, so I'm going to add that first. This is for the 3rd beaker. So make sure you're noting down the amount of DI water going in 3rd beaker. This is for the 4th beaker. Once again, note down the amount of water that's going in beaker 4. And lastly, measuring DI water for beaker 5. Now that we have added water to each of the beakers, I can just remove the measuring cylinder that I used to measure water and use a separate one to measure the stock red dye solution to avoid contamination. So now I'm measuring around 10 ml of the stock solution using the other graduated cylinder, the 2nd one. Make sure you are writing down this volume of red dye stock solution, and this will go in beaker 1. Remember that serial dilution requires the stock goes in beaker 1. After that, we are not going to use the stock. So this 10 ml of the stock is going to go in beaker 1. So this is my solution 1. So at this stage, I'm going to remove the stock solution away because I don't need that anymore. I'm going to make the subsequent 4 solutions from stock solution 1, 2, 3, 4, so on and so forth. Now I'm going to measure out 10 ml of solution 1, and once again I should be able to read it. So this is around 10 ml of solution 1 that I'm going to add to beaker 2 to make solution 2, which already has the DI water in it. So make sure you're reading that. And now that volume of solution 1 went in beaker 2 to make solution 2. Now we will keep repeating this. This time we will use solution 2 to make solution 3. So we are going to measure out around 10 ml of solution 2. Once again, make sure you can read it. And that's going in solution 3. As we are doing serial dilution, now solution 3 would be used to make solution 4. Once again, around 10 ml of solution 3. Read that. That's the volume of solution 3 that is going to make solution 4. And now we are going to make the last solution. So solution 4 would be used to make solution 5. Once again, around 10 ml solution 4. Make sure you're reading this, because this is the volume of solution 4 that was used to make solution 5. Give it a stir. Now we have all 5 solutions made. I want to just turn so that you can see the gradual change of color. Once again, we use the stock solution to make solution 1, use solution 1 to make solution 2, use solution 2 to make solution 3, and so on and so forth. You should be able to do the calculation for concentration of solution 1 using the volume of water and volume of stock used, and so on and so forth.